What are we live?
Friday Night Live. You got me, Naomi, and we've got a few guests as well. But first, let's begin in true style. So yeah, welcome back to NDCOS Live. We're coming to you every Friday from now on at 6 p.m. with a packed evening full of fun, guests and just general joy to bring to our homes and screens, wherever you are. So first of all, I want to let you know about something you can join in with this evening. So we've got a chat facility, especially if you guys are watching on YouTube. I know we've got 13 people watching already. Exciting. You can comment, give us a chat. We've got our star announcer, who we'll introduce in a moment, who is monitoring the chat and will shout out some people if you want to have a shout out, or if you want to give us something to do, set us a challenge. Lots of people are doing that these days, aren't they? Setting each other challenges. Or if you just want to say hello, give us a little notification on the chat and we'll get you shouted out there. But yeah, it's time to meet our star announcer. So say hello to our star announcer. Oh.
Hello everyone. Hi, it's me, Charles. One of the program leaders from the Briars. It's super exciting to be here.
Amazing. Hi Charles, our star announcer. Like, I'm looking at this box on the screen here thinking, like, you seem so close, but you're actually quite far away, aren't you? And so many of us might be quite far away at the moment. You know, different houses, different homes. But Charles, how are you finding the past week? How's it been for you? What's been maybe positive for you about this last week?
Oh, great question. So if you didn't know already, I'm over at the Briars still. I'm in the lodge, which is where some of the program leaders live, and it's been a good week. You know what I've really enjoyed this week is actually doing a lot of reading. I've been able to have some time outside in the beautiful weather doing some reading, so I've been really enjoying that. And yeah, it's just been a really nice, relaxing few days.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds amazing. So a few points throughout the show. Charles is going to do something like this. So Charles, you're now full screen as a star announcer. You get to give us some announcements. Do you want to have a go? What kind of things do you want to announce right now?
Ooh, so things that I'm going to be announcing throughout the show, some of our guests that are going to be appearing, and some of the different challenges and things that are going to be happening over the next sort of half an hour or so.
Amazing. Okay. So thank you, Charles. We're going to say goodbye to you. But first of all, before we go, would you like to give us a little announcement and introduce our guests this evening?
I would love to. So if everyone in their homes can do a little drum roll, please, because our guests this evening are Will and Issie. Now, Will and Issie are from last year's team, and Will from a team before as well, the Briars team, I mean. And so they're going to be joining us now from their homes to say hello.
Awesome. Okay, let's say hello to Izzy first of all. Hi, Izzy.
Hi,
So
how are you?
Izzy, yay! Here she is. She's in the corner of the
Woo,
screen. She's
hey,
here in my
hello.
house, except she's not. But it feels like she is. So Izzy, like our star announcer Charles said, you're a school chaplain. You work
Mm,
and live in the Nottingham area. Um,
yeah,
anything else you want to tell about us? What is your favourite item of clothing and why?
my favourite item of clothing. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that question. Um, I'm a big jumpers fan. I'll be honest. I live in jumpers, so at the moment, that's pretty much. I've had to put on a normal top because I was like, I can't come on in a hoodie. But probably, I bought a new, really nice green jumper. Like it's just dead baggy. And I bought that a while ago, and it's just my favorite, probably my favorite piece of clothing. Just love that jumper. So
Oh,
yeah,
amazing! Yeah, jumpers are lovely, especially like I miss them in the summer as well. Like I miss wearing jumper all
exactly. Yeah,
winter. You can see now,
yeah,
even today was slightly colder than yesterday, so I put my jumper on.
yeah.
So yeah, brilliant stuff. Thanks, Izzy. We'll be seeing you soon. And our second guest this evening is it's Will. So hi, Will. Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, that's Will. Hi, Will.
Awesome.
How are you doing?
Hello, what's up, guys? It's really cool to be back on NDCOS Live. It's been a while, but yeah, it's good to be home.
Amazing, fantastic, Will. How have you found the last week?
The last week has been somewhat of a roller coaster, as I'm sure it has been for all of us. But you know, it's kind of been like nice in a weird way. And I started off the week at school because some of our schools are still open to the children of key workers. So I was at school for the first 2 days, and then I've actually gone back to my mum and dad's house to be living with them. But while we're in isolation, which is really quite nice to be back with family and just being able to chill with them for a little bit.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, there aren't many benefits to it. I know it's quite a sad situation, but I've spoken to a few people like today especially and said, you know, there's a lot of good can come from it. Like we've got to use this opportunity for growth and for happiness. So yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying things this week. So Will, question for you. If you were a fruit, what would you be and why?
Ooh, if I was a fruit, I feel like I would have to be a pineapple, just because it's like super exotic and you know it's always quite fun. So I'm gonna go with that.
Fun, exotic. You love the word exotic, don't you, Will? That's something I
I
know
do love
about
the
you
word
already.
exotic.
Amazing. Okay, right, we're going to say goodbye to you for now because we need to find out, Izzy and Will, what your challenges are going to be. So brace yourselves. We don't know what they're going to be. They're coming from our audience. So remember, if you are watching, type in that chat box and see if we've got any. We're going to go back to our star announcer. So Charles, is Charles there? Oh, Will's our star
Hello, I'm
announcer at the
here.
minute. Charles, amazing. Hi, Charles. Any shout outs
Hello.
we want to give or any challenges so far?
There's been a few people have said hello on the chat so far, but no one's put any challenges in yet. Still waiting for those to come through. But there are a few people that I can see. There's Francis Dorr, so hello, saying we love Izzy.
Oh,
So hello, Francis. How you doing? And a couple of people from previous teams as well who are also here. So I'd like to say hi to those guys too, and a few other people as well. But we're still waiting for things to come in at the minute.
amazing. Right, it gives our guests a little longer to think of what they're going to do then. I wonder, guests, this is for you guys. Would you like to set each other a challenge? So, Izzy, first of all, do you want to think,
Yeah.
have you got a challenge that you would like to set for Will? We'll have a bit of like challenge tennis, is what we're going to do, just to
Ooh,
warm ourselves up. So, you set a challenge, and then if Will completes that challenge, he gets to set a challenge for you, Izzy, and vice versa. It
okay.
keeps going. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, challenge. I'm going to go fairly easy to start with. I'm going to say I want Will to get an item near him, like a handheld item, and in 30 seconds, I want him to just do like an on the spur, like on the cuff, spur of the moment TV advert for it, and like advertise me this item.
Amazing, amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
Will, are you there? Did you hear that?
I'm here and I'm well up for that challenge.
Right. Let's. I wish we had some like intense like countdown music. We'll get that for next week. But basically, I reckon we'll give Will. Um, we'll just start now and see it. Basically, also if you
I've got
want
it
to as
already.
well.
I've sorted. I've prepped.
Right. Don't go yet, Will, because after we've done it, I'm going to put on Instagram. So follow us at NDCOS. I'll put on an Instagram poll. And like we'll work out how well Will did, how he did. But yeah, okay, Will, are you ready then? We'll go big
I am
screen to
ready.
Will. Off you go.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, for you today, I have got these beautiful maracas, straight maracas. Yeah, that's what they're called. Straight from the castanets, not maracas, castanets. That's the one. Straight from the streets of Spain. Recently, my mum went off to Seville and brought me back some of these beautiful castanets. They're lovely. They're made of pure wood. They slip just over your thumb like this, and you can go make lots of nice noises with them. They come in this beautiful display box, which you can roll back the lid of, and it literally turns it into a display box. If not, they just pop the lid on like that, and lovely, nice and snug, fits straight on your shelf, just like that. What more could you ask for in some castanets? Is that everything for you guys?
That's amazing, Will. Well done. That's a round of applause from Will from home.
What can I say? Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, I think I heard a few applauds. On the theme of applauds, though, Will and Issie, did you guys hear the applauds last night? Were you part of that for the NHS and care workers?
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah, absolutely. Outside the door, it was lovely to hear. So like emotional, really kind of sent a shiver down my spine. Even on a dead end street, we could hear it for miles. So it was lovely, really incredible.
I bet it was. Will, what about you? Did you hear it? You're quite far out in the countryside, aren't you? So maybe not, but
Yeah. So my mum and dad live in a little village called Brassington near Matlock, and it is literally like middle of nowhere. Like there's not even a shop. I know shops aren't open everywhere now anyway, but we used to have a vending machine, but even that closed down because there wasn't enough business. To give you an idea of how small the village is. But last night I went out and started clapping, and we could hear people all over the village like clattering pots and pans and making real noise, and it was so moving, like completely inspirational. Like I didn't expect much of it, if I'm honest. I was a bit like, what's the point of going out, because like no one's going to be out there to hit like with us. But then actually it was really beautiful to see the whole community coming together as it was across the UK.
Amazing. Yeah, it seemed really good. I heard, to be honest, a few minutes before it, I forgot it was happening, and then I was sat eating my dinner, and I heard someone just shout outside. I went, ah! And I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then I think actually someone let a firework off near my house, and I was really got a shock. I really got a shock, but it was moving, wasn't it? It was, and on Instagram, it was amazing to see how many different people were taking part of it in it as well. So right, Will completed that challenge. He completed that challenge. Will, what is your challenge for Issie?
My challenge for Issie is to do her best TikTok dance.
Oh, amazing! A TikTok dance. Did you get that, Issie?
I did.
Have you been practicing?
Do you know, I actually have. I don't use TikTok, I must admit. However, my young brother and sister introduced me to it the other week. But the problem was, the ones I learned were like two people doing it together. I can do that, the foot kick one. So I'll give it a go with like one person, but I don't know if it'll work.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
Go. Get in the dance
okay.
if you're ready.
Right. Or the one, yeah, I don't think you can see my feet. I think the other one was like I don't have the music, so this is very difficult. But I'm gonna go. It was like this, and then it was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's that. But I can't do it very well with one person. So I'll go with that.
That was brilliant, Issie. I think we'll give it you. Yeah, you're right. We couldn't see your feet at all. It was just kind of this, but I think it was great. And you know what? It's just about having a go, isn't it?
It is,
exactly. Issie as well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's 1-1 so far. Issie, do you have another challenge, or would you like to nominate our star announcer to set a challenge for you?
Oh, let's nominate the star announcer. I think let's have a impartial challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to our star announcer then. Charles, are you there?
Hello, I'm still here. Those challenges were amazing. Really proud of you guys. The chat has been pretty endless as well. There's all sorts going on at the minute.
Wow.
So just a brief update. Not only have we got Francis in, but we've also got Victoria, another wonderful chaplain, has joined us this evening to say hello. A few more team, a few other people. Nicole, hello. Anne, hi. And one person has challenged, and I wonder whether we could put that challenge in now as my announced challenge.
Time for challenge, yeah. Who said it and what is it?
So the challenge comes from someone called Harriet. I don't know whether we know her, but the challenge is: can you name a vegetable for every letter of the alphabet?
Oh, Okay,
Ooh, that is a
okay.
big challenge.
Okay, this is a challenge for both our contestants then. Let's go back to our guests. We'll see them. So guests, are you there?
Yeah, hiya. That's a good
Brilliant.
challenge. I like that one.
Hello,
So
that
what
sounds
we're
like a
going to
good
do
one.
is we'll go to you. You only get one chance only. And I know that's quite intense, but we've got more challenges to do. So you get one chance, and then on this one, we will put something on Instagram afterwards. So you guys at home can vote and say who you think should win, who you think the best was. Unless one person wins, obviously, then that is that. There will be a time limit on it. We'll see what the time limit is once we start. But the first, whose turn is it? It is Will's turn. So, Will, I'm gonna full screen you in a moment.
Hello.
And then you can go. So off you go in.
Can I ask for some clarification on the rules first?
Oh,
Is that
of
all
course
right?
you can, yeah. Sorry.
So it's vegetables, but are we allowed fruits as well?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like fruits and vegetables might be a bit of an easier challenge.
Yeah. 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 Actually, yeah, do that. So fruit and veg, and you know, if you can't think of one, maybe just a general food as well.
Oh, smashing. Oh, yes. We got this one.
Mainly fruit and veg. Mainly fruit and veg. Okay. Will, off you go.
Okay, so we're going to go apple, banana, cucumber, d- oh, uh, can I skip this one?
Oh, you can. Yeah, we'll go and see.
Any random food? Um, dog biscuit. I wouldn't eat it myself, but dog biscuit. Egg. Um, uh, wow, this is harder than I thought it would be. Flan. Um, green beans. Um, ah, uh, this is actually so hard. I'm looking around the kitchen trying to think. What begins with a H? Horseradish. Um, ice. I'm starting to test my alphabet skills as well. Juice. Can I have juice?
Yeah.
Thank you. Kit Kat. Um, lime. Mango. No, 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 no. Nutella. Oreo. Pineapple. Oh, this is a really hard one. Oh no, I feel like I'm plummeting here.
Is that one? Quince?
What?
Quinoa.
Quinoa. Yeah, well, good. Thank you for that, Naomi.
It's alright.
Q. Radish. Um. Oh, this is so hard.
Sausages.
Sliced bread.
Oh.
Um.
Toast.
Toast. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah. This is why is this so hard? What you? What food begins with a U?
Upside down cake.
Yeah, let's go with that. Upside down cake. U V. V. We can have veal. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
um, X. I'm stuck on X.
um,
No, it's W next, so that's why. Water. Can we? X. Oh, no idea on X. Y. Oh no, I think I've been stopped there.
fair
I
enough.
don't think
Thanks,
we can
Will.
do
Round of applause
anymore.
for Will there. Amazing. Now, Izzy does have a slight advantage, don't you, Izzy?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. But like I said, it's all in the poll. So head to Instagram straight after this, and we'll see who the winners are of this evening's big challenge. But Izzy, over to you. I'm going to full screen you now. So off you go.
Okay, so I'm going to go apple, broccoli, cucumber, date, what's E? Eggplant, F, fig, EFG, grapes, H, horseradish, that was Will's to be fair, HI, can't think of a fruit or veg with I. I'm going to have to just go ice cream, HIJ, juice, like fruit juice. K, this is hard. Kiwi. I love kiwis. H-I-J-K-L, lemon. Mango. N. Nectarine was on the tip of my tongue. N-O, oranges. N-O-P, pears. Q. Oh, I actually have one for this. Quince. That's something that my mum has. I don't know what it is, but apparently it's
nice in drinks.
Yeah. L-M-N-O-P. Q. R. Rocket is
Ooh,
letter.
tasty.
S. Sausage. Yeah, it's not fruit or veg. We have to go with it. Q-R-S-T. T, turnip. Q-R-S-P-U. Any ideas for you, Nay?
I mean, upside down cake was the only one I had. Yeah.
Oh yeah, upside down cake. Q-R-S-T-U-V. Vine leaves.
I love them.
V-W, watermelon. X, I have no idea. W-X-Y. Yellow fruits. And Z. I don't know. I'm out. I was always better at maths than English, so.
That's all right, Izzy. No worries. Like I said, we're gonna hit the Instagram poll and see who won. But if you have a suggestion of who should be the winner this evening already, make sure you write it in our comments. We're gonna go back to our guest announcer. So Charles, are you there?
Hello. Hi everyone.
Brilliant. Hey Charles. Star announcer. Any comments on what just happened in our chat section there?
Well, all sorts, really. I mean, as they were doing it, I was like, I've got no idea.
Yeah, we can see the comments.
I'd have really struggled with that.
Cool.
But in the chat generally, there's been a lot of support for Izzy from varying people. Father Neil Peoples is watching. Hi, Father. It's really good.
Hey, Father Neil.
He's annoyed that Will was cheating. Hi, Mum. Sophie's watching as well.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Sophie. A few others who have been seen, but there's a couple of new challenges if we're open for another couple of challenges.
Amazing. Yes, we need a new challenge. Yeah, hit us with a new challenge, Star Announcer. Please.
Amazing. So Victoria sent in if they could rub their belly and pat their head at the same time whilst also saying the alphabet.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
So let's see how that one goes.
Yeah, that's a great challenge. So rubbing our head, patting our belly, whilst also saying the alphabet. And we could, of course, swap this in for different things. We're all about at the minute. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the kind of the how to wash your hands properly, which is really important, obviously, but probably many of us didn't know how to do that. I mean, my mum is, she's retired now. She worked for the NHS, so she was all about, in between the fingers, around the thumbs. But we've seen these ones where it's like saying the Our Father as well. It's pretty cool to do that, I think. Will and Izzy, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, we're here.
You're there. Okay, so the challenge was, in case you didn't hear it, can you rub your head, pat your tummy while saying the alphabet? So probably a bit quicker than the last alphabet we had, and there's a theme of alphabets going on this week on episode 1. Classic. So we'll start with Izzy this time. So Izzy, I'm going to full screen you in a moment, and can you get ready to complete this challenge set by Victoria Mullen, chaplain, All Saints Mansfield, and also leader chaplain of OLOL, or Our Lady of Lords Multi-Category Trust, as it's officially known. Also the same trust you work for, Izzy. So yeah, keeping it as a trust family there. How lovely. Yeah. So Izzy, get ready to be full screened. I will full screen you now. Off you go.
Ready? Am I ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, was it rub your head or rub your belly?
Pat your head, rub your belly.
Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Oh,
There we go.
Amazing.
Much
Well
better than the last
done.
one.
Well done, Izzy. Well done. Round of applause for Izzy there at home. Can I hear you applauding? Maybe give a whoop whoop. Oh yeah, I heard you guys. Amazing. So Will, hi Will. Are you up for that challenge?
I am well up for the challenge. Or I'd like to point out, I'm not cheating. Father Neil said I was cheating. I am not cheating.
Okay. Well, Father Neil is pretty knowledgeable. I mean, Will, we may have to take that into consideration on the Instagram poll later on, but we'll see. We'll see.
Outrageous.
Now's your time to win it back, Will. You surely can't cheat on this. There's no cheating to
Well,
be
you
had.
think not.
Unless you recorded yourself saying the alphabet, of course. So, Will, off you go. We're going to full screen you now.
Ready?
Yeah, off
A,
you go.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. There you go.
Oh, amazing. Well done, Will, as well. Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You did it. Amazing. So we'll hit that one on Instagram as well. You guys can vote and see who you would like to win. Now, just before, you're probably thinking, it may be coming to the end of the show. It might be. But before you go, we just want to let you know that you can have notifications about other challenges, other lives, other episodes of Friday Night Live, and also the 9am Club as well. So all you need to do is click subscribe and the little bell for notifications, and you will be notified about all the fun times ahead of us. So if your challenge doesn't get accepted this week for our contestants, we've got 2 new guests coming on next week. You can hit to them as well. Maybe at the end of this all we'll have one big challenge off and it'll be really fun. But back to our star and answer. So hey, star and answer, are you there?
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hey. Okay, so any other comments, shout outs, anything to tell us, star and answer?
Just a few more people have said hello, and a lot of people have been suggesting varying bits of fruit, really. That's been the vast majority of the chat. Zucchini, or zucchini, I suppose, if you want to pronounce it properly, is the Z fruit. Or is it a vegetable? There's a question. And a few other bits and pieces. Dragon fruit as well. Quince was suggested by a few people. I've got no idea what it is either. And there are a few more challenges, but as you just said, Naomi, I'm sure we can do those in the coming weeks.
Yeah, maybe. How about one final one to send us on our way?
Ooh, one final
one that
challenge.
people at home could join in with, and then if you want to, you could send us in a picture of this challenge, and we'll give you a shout out on next week's show. Thinking like, the one show when they hold up pictures of people, we could do that. That'd be lovely. If we had some good news stories and some positive challenges as well for each other. So star and answer, what is our final challenge going to be?
The final challenge comes from Francis, and it is to do a handstand.
Oh wow! Okay. So obviously, do a little dynamic risk assessment before you do this. If you're going to do it from home, star and answer, Charles, are you going to have a go as well?
I'm gonna probably miss this one. I don't want to damage myself.
I think that box you're in is a bit too small.
Yeah, it's quite a small space to do it in. So
okay, but if I was the guest today, I'd be a little concerned. Now I have to say, guests, hi guests, are you back there?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, Will. Hey, Izzy, Will. Okay, so I bet you heard that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've got to let you know, you can use like a wall, if you want to do a handstand against a wall.
Good.
Or an object. Remember this is live. We don't want to have any accidents, especially we don't want to put any more strain on the NHS at the minute. Like seriously, like we don't. And that is one of the reasons why. Fun fact from today, I saw that Derbyshire police have a drone, and it flew out into the Derbyshire countryside and saw a load of people walking their dogs and having a great time, taking selfies on a rock. But actually, is that essential travel? It's not really, is what they were saying. And one of the reasons we need to keep ourselves safe and indoors is because we don't want to put an extra stress on the NHS. So it's really asking you guys, guests here, Izzy and Will, please be safe. And people at home, if you guys want to take part in the challenge, then that's cool. Maybe you can help each other out. It's all about community at the minute. I've never felt such a strong sense of community globally, ever, in my whole life. I don't think I've felt community, at different places. The Briar's been one of those places. At school, through Scouts as well for me. That was a great time of community. But yeah, we've got to stay safe and we've got to help each other out. So maybe you want to all have one person in the household doing a handstand and the rest of the people holding them. In case I've made myself clear, just please be safe. But do send in some pictures if you want to be shouted out on next week's show or in the 9 a.m. club on Monday. Send in some pictures to the to info@ndcrs.com, and we'll get or you can send them in on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, that sort of thing. In the comments, I don't know if you can do pictures in there, but anyway, our final challenge. Izzy, do you want to go first since you're there already?
Yeah, I can do. Now, Nay, those who know me know that I'm a little bit accident prone.
Yeah.
A little bit. And it's why I stick to safe things like playing my guitar and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my take on a handstand, which is not really a handstand, but to me it looks just as impressive. Is that okay?
I think that is a brilliant idea, Izzy.
I think, right, this is my upside down handstand. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I don't think people are prepared for this. Are we ready? I think in gymnastics they do like this, and then the upside down handstand goes. And thank you very much.
That was brilliant. Well done, Izzy. That was spectacularly. The posture you held in that handstand was impeccable. I can't.
Right, it's difficult, but it's practice. So.
Who knew? Who knew?
Thanks.
Now, Will has gone a bit quiet. So I wonder, Will, are you there?
I'm here and I'm ready.
Oh, you're there and you're ready.
I've tucked in my t-shirt, so we're ready.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Right.
You got this?
You go.
No, it's on. Oh, hey!
Hey! Amazing! Well done.
Thank you very much.
It looks slightly different to Izzy's though. It was weird. Like, are you sure? Are you cheating again, Father Neil? Can you?
I'm not cheating. I promise. If I was cheating, I would have turned my camera around like this.
Oh, fair. You've gone now. We're just W.
Oh, I've gone. I'm back. I'm back. It's good.
Well, maybe Father Neil, you can have a new role maybe if you're still watching Father Neil, or any other clergy out there. If you want to have a rule of like a role of official adjudicator for these sorts of challenges, that'd be really cool. So I believe it's still like equal. So that means we are going to have to go to the Instagram after the show show on Instagram and see who the winners are. So don't forget to follow us at NDCYS on Instagram if you're old enough to have Instagram. Obviously, if you're not old enough, please don't get Instagram just because we asked you to get Instagram. And get someone else at home who is with you to, get Instagram and who's old enough, and they'll show you all the wonders of Instagram, especially at NDCYS. So, we're going to head back to our star announcer just for some final comments and announcements. So, hi star announcer, are you there?
I am. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, going really well, thanks. A few last and final hellos, I guess. Then there's the Lawrences, Kira, the Aegis family. Hello, hi guys.
Aegis family. I think they might be on a future show. Just give them a little shout out.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah,
that is
that's
cool.
Really exciting.
If I haven't said hello to you, then I'm sorry, but hopefully I've covered everyone. And it's just a really happy little chat.
Amazing. Thank you, star announcer, as well. You've done a brilliant job. Yeah, like I said, we're going to see a few different guests on the show. And if you particularly want to be a guest on this show, if you've got something, specifically a good news story. So one feature we're going to have in future shows is good news stories. So we're going to ask you guys to send in on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever you want, and send in your good news story. So it could be some sort of positive message you've seen through the week. It could be someone who's done something outstanding, you want to say thank you to them. It could be someone in your school, in your community, your parish. It could be someone who you just know locally, who is an awesome person. You want to shout them out on a live YouTube stream, which we can sort out for you. So it's almost time to go, but before we're going to go, we're going to say thank you to God as well for all the positivity we've had this week. In times like this, it's difficult sometimes to see the good when our exams have been cancelled, when work doesn't look as work used to look, and we are kind of left wondering what we're going to do. For me, I've been trying to justify like buying stuff on Amazon. I've been trying to justify buying loads of new things so I can like have fun instead of just using what I have around me. And I think this is what this season might teach us, is to just use what we have and use it well. So we're going to end with a short time of prayer, saying thank you to God and to each other as well. So we're going to start just by welcoming God into wherever we are, as weird as that may be. I think I'm sat in my spare room. Can you believe that? You may think, like, where are we streaming from? Myself and the Briars community, we've all kind of dispersed in different places, obviously, and we've kind of made do with what we've got and made things work somehow by the grace of God, I think. And we would welcome God into our homes. It's often a bit weird because I don't usually pray in this room. I pray, but not like I usually pray at work, at the Briars, or at church. I don't usually pray in this spare room with my home office here. So, just prepare yourselves. Maybe take a moment of still and just like relax. Give your shoulders a little wiggle. Maybe sit back if you're in a chair. Stretch your legs. Give your fingers a wiggle. Just take a deep breath in. And then just relax. Okay, so we're going to begin in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is not a challenge, this is something that our guests have welcomed as part of their presence on this week's show. We're going to get them involved and we're going to pray. We're going to listen to a bit of scripture. And then we're going to have a time to maybe think about what that scripture is. Again, you can use the comments to tell us what you think God is saying to us through this scripture today, this evening, wherever we are, whoever we're with. And then Will has got a bit of a recommendation for us, a bit of a song that he's going to recommend that maybe after we've watched this, we play it with our families, or we play it tonight before bed maybe. Maybe we've got loads more fun to have actually this evening. Maybe you've got dinner to have. I know I have. But maybe it's a song that you play just before bed tonight, just to remind you of what will happen in the future. So, Issie, I'm going to invite you in a second, Issie, if you're there, to you can share a bit of scripture with us, aren't you? Just a bit of scripture you've chosen, and then maybe share a bit about why you chose that scripture.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a reading from the prophet Jeremiah, and it says, "I alone know the plans I have for you, plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring about the future you hope for." The word of the Lord. Thanks. I love this piece of scripture. When Nay was asked me to kind of like choose a piece of scripture, that was the one that came to mind straight away. I think at this time it can be really quite scary because we're all doing different things. We're not doing what we think we should be doing or what we would normally be doing. I spent some of today gardening, and I wouldn't normally garden on a Friday. But I think the bit I liked is about the plans for the future that you hope for. And now is the perfect time for us to work towards that future. Actually, I'm growing some of my own vegetables in my garden now so that I don't have to buy vegetables from the supermarket anymore, and other people can have them, and we don't have to use the plastic. And actually, if there's things you could be doing at home to make our future just that little bit brighter, that little bit better, I think now is the perfect time for us to focus and to come together and to kind of do that as a community. And I think we need to remember that at all times, God knows what's happening and God's there to look after us no matter what. And I think that this is a great time for us to, whilst it can be a difficult time, to take advantage of that and to really think about that in our day-to-day and just helping other people in little ways that we can to create a really bright and beautiful future.
Amazing, yeah, I agree, especially like, you know, the impact it's going to have on our environment, like you said, Izzy, like all the things that will spark us to start thinking more deeply about the impact we had on our world and the impact we can have lessened in the future. Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing that scripture with us all as well. It's beautiful. So we're just going to take a moment, maybe have a chat with the person next to you. If you're sat with people, if you're not sat with anyone, have a think for yourself and maybe comment in the chats, because we're all here virtually. This is what we're doing now. We've moved our youth service online so that we can all be together. We need to talk, when we're together we talk and communicate. So if you're alone, like I said, it's all good. You're not alone because we're here with you and our star announcer is reading your comments. But if you're with people, have a chat. Maybe what did that scripture say to you? And Izzy, if you could just read it for us one more time before we start chatting, and just have a think, like I said, with talking to people next to you, what did that scripture mean to you? What does it inspire you to do differently, maybe?
So it was from Jeremiah, and it says, "I alone know the plans I have for you, plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring about the future you hope for."
Great stuff. Thank you, Izzy. So like I said, have a chat, guys. I'm going to be reading the comments as well, and then maybe we'll reply, maybe we'll read some out, but have a chat. what does that scripture mean for you? What does it mean that like we don't have to be afraid about the future? We know what's going to happen because God knows what's going to happen, and it's good. It doesn't seem like it can be good sometimes, but it does. So what do you think? I'm just going to leave you to chat. Okay, so maybe you're not finished your chats. That's cool. If you're not, continue them. When this video finishes, just carry on chatting and commenting as well. And maybe send them in on Instagram or Twitter, or I know I keep going about them, and obviously we love to have people following us, and you know, sometimes it does feel good to have people following us and for our subscriber thing to go, but it's not about that, it's just about being community, and the more people we know we're united with, the more people we can all share with. We can all just be community together. So do let us know what that scripture inspired you to do. But one way we love to kind of respond and move forward with that and help us to be inspired is through music. I do, especially. So Will, are you there, Will?
Yeah, I'm here.
Brilliant. And Will, I know I was chatting to you earlier, and when we were thinking about music, because I know you love music, Will, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
Love it. And do you have a particular song recommendation for this week that we could all go away and after this video, maybe this evening before bed, just listen to and relax and unwind and give it up to God this evening?
Absolutely. When we were chatting before the show began, we kind of really thought that the song "It Is Well" by Bethel really encompassed this piece of scripture which Issie shared with us. It's all about maybe looking at everything that's going on in your life at the moment, whether that be like really turbulent and everything's like going a million miles an hour, like for some people it might be right now, or whether actually you're pretty chill with everything and everything's okay. It's all about looking at everything that's going on in our lives and saying, actually, it is okay because I know that I've got God, and God is right there in my heart and all around me and by my side every single step of the way. I really recommend listening to it tonight before you go to bed because it's a really chill song. But then if you want to reflect a little bit more, there's a version of it without words on Bethel's album Without Words Synesthesia. If you want to listen to that, that's even more reflective to kind of give you that kind of space to be able to maybe think about this piece of scripture more, or maybe just reflect on what's going on in your life a little bit more.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Will. It is an amazing song. We'll share that on our socials later on, so you can just click the link. It's on Spotify, iTunes, all sorts of things, Apple Music. So it's a brilliant song, and music is a great way to help us reflect and think and express ourselves and work out how we're feeling. So that'd be really good to do. Now, before we go, we're just gonna maybe pray prayer together. We were called to do this on Wednesday. But Pope Francis asked everybody in the world, all the Catholic community, to pray the Our Father together at 11 a.m. UK time. It was lunchtime, noon in Rome, where he was, in the Vatican. When I did it, and I was sat here, like I just said earlier, I was sat here kind of going, Our Father, who art in heaven. And it was really bizarre to pray those words out loud, alone, first of all, but also knowing I was united with so many people, and also in my own home. Like I just said earlier, it's really odd sometimes for us to be praying in places we're not used to praying in. Especially if there's other people that live in that house or your home where you are now who aren't really into their faith. If it's not a big part of their lives, it can be really weird, like, to think, what are they thinking of me? So we're going to practice doing it because I think we're going to be in this for the long run. So we're going to practice praying together and practice saying the Our Father. And I challenge you, if you're up for the challenge, one final challenge, to say the words of this prayer out loud wherever you are, whether you're with other people, whether you are sat by yourself, whether you're sat next to someone who is like, oh yeah, just watch this live stream, it's going to be awesome, it's the Briars people, without really telling them it was part of our faith and what we believe. So let's together pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. it wasn't too bad, was it? I was suddenly halfway. I think I got the words right. Like, part of me just there was like, I'm so used to praying this with other people. That do I know this prayer for myself? And I think that is my takeaway challenge for this evening. But we've got some things to do as well. So we're going to end our prayer time, as we always do, by remembering all the different elements that God is in our lives and the places that God can move and be with us, as we end. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, so we've got a few goodbyes to do, but first we've got some announcements to have, haven't we, Star Announcer? Star Announcer, are you back? Yes.
Hello.
Ah, here he is. It's our Star Announcer. Charles, how have you found being the Star Announcer this week?
I've loved every minute of it, to be fair. I've got to set the challenges and not actually do them. And I've just got to be in this beautiful room announcing stuff. It's been great. And following the chat throughout the evening as well, which has just been an absolute highlight for me.
That's amazing. How's the chat going now? Are there any new updates or shout outs we need to give?
There's a few different thoughts on the piece of scripture. And the SRS chaplaincy has said hello to Will as well, and all of us.
Hey, SRS.
Who are the St. Ralph Sherwin chaplaincy, which I'm assuming isn't controlled by Will. He's not just said hello to himself. I think it is.
Could well have done that. Will, was that you, Will?
I can confirm it was not me who said that. But whilst I'm here and got a little talking box, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is SRS Chaplaincy. We're uploading daily resources, weekdays, for you guys to be able to continue praying at home and keep our. It's for our schools and our CMAT. But if you're from another CMAT, that's completely fine. Like, the more the merrier. Feel free to join us. It's SRS United in Prayer is what we're going for, but the channel itself is SRS Chaplaincy. So go subscribe, please. Thank you.
Amazing. Well, we'll do. I definitely will. Fantastic. So we should go to Issie as well. Izzy, you got any shout outs to give?
Yeah, shout out to all the people who are watching who are shouting me out. I'm amazed I've got a fan base already. I didn't think it was this, so I'm quite excited. But also, same as Will, we have got in Nottingham, we've got our prayer resources. It is the Be Inspirational YouTube channel. We're teaching you songs, we're uploading videos, we're doing all sorts, and we've also got the Be Inspirational website. You can go on and there's a prayer at home section, and it's just stuff to engage you, really, to be honest. Lovely activities to do with the whole family. But overall, a shout out as well to NDCYS for putting this together. Thank you, guys, and I hope people enjoyed it as well. So thanks for having me.
Yeah,
thank you.
Guests, and we contacted Izzy and Will because we know they're part of the Briars family, as we all are, but you know, they have definitely been a big part of living at the Briars and serving at the Briars as well. So I think we need to say thank you and goodbye, sadly, to our guests for this week. So yeah, goodbye, guests. Do you want to give us a wave?
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Oh, goodbye, guys. Okay, so we've got one thing to say as well. And Star Announcer, you probably want to help with this as well. Oh, Izzy's back. Star Announcer, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, cool. He's back. We had
Hi.
a stand-in Star Announcer there for a second. Star Announcer, how should we? I've mentioned it a few times already, but how could we keep involved?
Oh, that is a cracking question, Naomi. Yeah, there's loads of ways you can keep involved and get involved. As you've said throughout the evening, our Instagram story is going to be popping over the next 24 hours, voting over who was better, Will or Izzy, at varying bits and pieces. So our Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, if you want to listen to the playlist that we're listening to as well, all at NDCYS, and our TikTok account as well. But particularly Instagram, you'll see who our takeover is next Thursday, because different team members are taking over the socials every Thursday. So next week is Bryce, this week it was Luke, and our YouTube channel, which you're on now already. But if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. NDCYS Live.
Yes, exactly. Just subscribe and hit the bell for notifications as well. You can set reminders for future live streams as well. So we'll go through and set some reminders so you get a little notification on your phone. Also, just a quick shout out to Bishop Patrick. Now, Bishop Patrick has been an absolute legend and set up his own YouTube channel. He's called Bishop Patrick McKinney. I know it's his actual name, but that's his YouTube name as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool, Charles, isn't he?
He is a wonderful, wonderful man and a wonderful YouTube channel as well.
Yes, great YouTube channel. So maybe subscribe to him as well. He's got a load of followers. So if you are one of Bishop Patrick's followers but not one of our subscribers, definitely subscribe to us as well as Bishop Patrick. We're kind of like partner channels. Definitely not a competition is what we should make that into a hashtag. Hashtag definitely not a competition. It's not. I'm serious. It's not. But so it's the end of the show. What we'd love for you to do though is to send in any pictures of the challenges you had. So send them to either info@ndcys.com, or you can send them to me, Naomi, @ndcys.com. So yeah, do that, and we'd love to give you all a shout out next week. Thank you to all of you who've commented, chatted. Thank you to our guests once more. Let's say hello to them. Are they still there? Give us a wave, guests. I think they've gone. No, they're still there.
Bye.
Oh, bye. Bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye again.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Bye from our star announcer.
Bye.
Goodbye, and it's bye from me as well. Goodbye.